Good morning. Uh, I made a video a few days ago on Thursday, on Thanksgiving Day, and I wanted to express my thankfulness for helping me to have a home. However, this previous video I made was okay. It was an okay video, but it took it a few days to upload onto YouTube. And after reviewing this video, I decided to just go ahead and make another one. While I'm preserving this previous video and kind of keeping it as a rough draft video, I decided to go ahead and make another one. I want to say thank you, for as a part of our Thanksgiving weekend. And I guess this video now gets to be a belated Happy Thanksgiving message. But thank you for helping me to have a home. I got a leather. See, I had this leather writing mat custom made, and it arrived in the mail, and it's looking pretty good. So there's... You know, when you were in elementary school, you went to school and you probably had a wood desk, and the most desks in elementary schools are treated with somehow. I mean, the tops of them are very hard, and when you write on the desk, it doesn't really make an indentation in the wood. But this drafting table, the top wasn't treated like that, so I had to get a writing mat to put on it, and of course I put a big piece of paper on the leather mat, because when you're writing on the leather mat, sometimes your pen goes off the paper, and I don't want to ink up my leather mat, so I protect it with a big piece of paper. One other thing that I am grateful for and thankful for is that I am so thankful that Gargamel never ultimately got Brainy Smurf. Isn't that funny? But Gargamel ultimately did not get Brainy Smurf. When you, if you have read the letters that I've written, you know, I've written about the symbols of different stories. Most of my writings, I talk a lot about, of those writings, I've talked a lot about the never-ending story, but I also mentioned Camelot and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs a little bit. But in the never-ending story, I mentioned that this story was designed for us to piece together the puzzles about the world wars. There are mysteries that yet are unfolding about the world wars, and the show called The Smurfs, you know, with Papa Smurf, Brainy Smurf, Vanity Smurf, etc., is such a story that helps us to put things together. It actually has symbols in it that have to do with the never-ending story. See, there's something about Turkey sitting vigilantly with our minds and Brainy Smurf, you see. There's also something about Vanity Smurf. See, there's something about self-reflection. It's like, we're looking in the mirror right here. The set of Sphinx is looking at herself, right? That has to do with Vanity Smurf. So there's Brainy Smurf, there's Vanity Smurf, and Gargamel ultimately didn't get Vanity Smurf either. There's also Papa Smurf, see, the childlike empress, you know. I mean, what? Does she have parents at all? I mean, is this a flower here, and somehow the flower produced a seed, and the seed, you know, went through a metamorphosis until it was human or right there, and I mean, what's going on there? There's also something about Bastion on this other world, you know. He doesn't have a mom. He only has a dad. So there's something about Papa Smurf, you know, in the never-ending story. There's also something about Smurfette. See, if you watch the Smurfs growing up or whatever, you notice that there was only one female Smurf, and that's Smurfette. Okay? With these sphinxes, see, each one has a deathly obstacle, right? And we have to consider what booby trap variables are. See, Smurfette is symbolic of the booby trap variables, right? But Gargamel didn't ultimately get Smurfette either. Okay, so one thing about the Neverending Story is that Atreyu goes past this, the golden sphinx that shoot laser beams from the eyes and gets to the mirror here. Then he goes to this other world and then back again, and then see, once you get the your objective, you need to pass this test to go to another world. Then once you get the things you need in return here, then we don't want you to misuse what you just achieved. So you have to pass this test here. But we kind of cushioned the story a little bit and made Atreyu look a little better. But see, Atreyu did not pass this test. He had to go back this way, and then there's another set of sphinx that he got out of, okay? So ultimately, Atreyu is caught in a booby trap here, okay? Okay, so I am so grateful that that Gargamel did not get Smurfette either. See, Gargamel, once Atreyu did not pass this test and it was caught in a booby trap, Gargamel wanted to hold and control the booby traps, you see. See, he wants to control that now, with treachery or whatever. So, but ultimately, Gargamel doesn't hold Atreyu. He wants to manipulate how these are, and he can't do it. Gargamel also wanted to keep his head cap for a longer time. Keep people vigilantly sitting with our minds. He wanted to keep us head capped and unmemorable for a longer time so he could yet do more things. But he ultimately didn't get Brainy Smurf, and we're going to continue to remember more and more and more. See, he failed with an objective, and we're going to continue to remember more because he did not ultimately get Brainy Smurf. So that is something else I am grateful for. Okay, so there are a number of other things that I want to mention to you, but I guess I'll do so at another time. So for now, I want to say happy belated Thanksgiving, and thank you for helping me to have a home. Bye-bye.